In a world where college athletes are now receiving benefits for their name, image, and likeness, it's time for middle and high school athletes to follow suit. The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission announcing a new policy for athletes to receive compensation for their NIL package.
This is not a recruiting tool. It's not a making money off your athletic success. It's does your name, image, and likeness stand alone that you can receive a benefit from.
WVSSAC Executive Director Wayne Ryan says there are some stipulations, however, when it comes to these NIL deals.
It can't be tied to your school mascot, your school uniform, your sports-specific skills. It has to be that you stand alone in your name, image, and likeness recognition to benefit from.
Riverside High School head football coach Heath Huffman has concerns about how this could impact sports across the state.
Who's there to make sure it's not tied back to a football program or a certain football coach or the alumni? You know, how are we going to keep track of that? I'm worried about the bigger schools being able to monopolize that, you know, doing it the wrong way.
41 other states are already offering NIL benefits to their athletes, including bordering states like Ohio and Kentucky. Charleston attorney Paul Saluja is happy West Virginia is hopping on the trend and not losing out on athletes.
Why should the state lose individuals to bordering states? If you had a stellar athlete, they could just go across the river, play, and make buku money, and guess who's losing out? West Virginia for the positive notoriety, West Virginia for the taxes.
Another concern Ryan is acknowledging is parents profiting off of their student athletes. There's nothing in the policy so far protecting them.
I think we have to be very careful about that. Again, the adults in the situations, the policies in place to keep the adults in the situations from jeopardizing the student's eligibility.
And Huffman worries about how profitable it could be in smaller communities.
We struggle getting boosters and partners now, and people buying signs for the field. You know, the economy's tight in this area, and I know there's a lot of places way worse than us.
While the policy is still in its infancy, Saluja is hoping there can one day be more resources for these athletes who are able to make a profit.
I do know other states, such as Florida, has a requirement that before you can receive your first NIL contract, you have to go into this financial planning class. Basically, they're giving them banking, financial planning 099 is the way I view it. And I think that's a great concept.